In the summer of 1588, England faced a terrifying sight, a massive Spanish fleet approaching across the English Channel. King Philip II of Spain had assembled the Armada for a dangerous mission, to bring an invasion force against England. Along England's coast, lookouts watched the horizon while warnings spread from one coastal station to another. But England was not helpless. Its commanders had smaller, faster ships designed to fight with speed and distance. Commanders including Lord Charles Howard and Sir Francis Drake knew they could not simply meet the Armada head-on. The Armada was approaching England, but the real battle had only just begun, and the English had a different strategy. But the Armada's mission was not simply to defeat England's navy. Its real purpose was to open the way for an invasion. Thousands of soldiers under the Duke of Parma were waiting in the Spanish Netherlands, ready to cross the Channel. The plan depended on one dangerous step, bringing that army safely across the Channel to England. The English commanders understood that their smaller ships could harass the Armada without getting trapped beside its larger vessels. Their advantage was maneuverability: strike from a distance, turn away, and force the Spanish fleet to react. For days, the Armada pushed forward while England searched for the moment that could break its formation. Near Gravelines, the confrontation became more dangerous. The Spanish fleet was still moving forward, but English ships were closing in and preparing their most important attack. England avoided a close-range struggle. Instead, its ships fired from a distance, maneuvered away, and returned again before the Spanish could bring their heavier ships into position. The Spanish crews tried to keep their formation together. Their ships were powerful, heavily armed, and dangerous if England allowed them to fight at close range. Then the English prepared a weapon that required no powerful warship at all: old vessels turned into fireships, aimed directly at the Spanish formation. As burning ships drifted toward them in the darkness, the Spanish crews faced the terrifying choice: remain together or scatter to escape the flames. The Armada scattered. Its carefully organized formation began to break apart, giving the English exactly what they had been waiting for: the chance to attack a disorganized fleet. At Gravelines, the English finally found their opportunity. With the Spanish formation disrupted, English warships attacked from multiple directions. English gunners kept their distance and delivered repeated cannon fire, damaging Spanish ships while avoiding the deadly danger of close combat. The Spanish commanders tried to restore order, but the fleet was struggling to maintain its formation under constant pressure from the English. The invasion plan was now collapsing. Unable to secure a safe route for Parma's army, the Armada had no choice but to retreat north. Instead of returning through the Channel, the Spanish fleet sailed north around Scotland, entering waters that would prove even more dangerous. The battle with England was over, but the Armada's greatest ordeal was still ahead: storms, hunger, disease, and treacherous coastlines. Around Scotland, the Armada entered a battle it could not fight. Powerful storms battered the ships, while exhausted crews struggled simply to survive. Along Ireland, dangerous coastlines brought even more losses. Ships were wrecked, crews were separated, and the Great Armada became scattered across the Atlantic. Only about two-thirds of the original fleet eventually returned to Spain. The invasion force had been scattered, battered, and defeated. In England, the failed invasion became a moment of enormous national confidence, strengthening the reputation of Elizabeth and her government. For Elizabeth's reign, 1588 became a defining moment. England had survived one of the most famous invasion threats in its history. The Spanish Armada did not make England master of the seas overnight. But 1588 became a lasting symbol of England resisting invasion, and one of Tudor history's defining chapters.